I am in Carteret County, North Carolina, and I wanted to pop off screen real quick to show you guys kind of what the conditions are looking like on one of our highways. This is Highway 12 towards Cedar Island Ferry. That ferry is closed all day today because of some of these conditions, and you can really see that water starting to push up onto the road here. This is one of several places that we've had overwash onto Highway 12, and we've been out here all day. We've kind of been covering it since about 11 a.m. where there weren't really many issues. You didn't have a lot of flooding yet, but as the day has gone on and as we've gotten this storm surge, it's really kind of taken a hold of the water and pushed it towards the road. So we're advising people to be cautious, make sure you're paying attention where you're driving.
One school district in Eastern Carolina is looking to close one of the elementary schools due to a decline in population and enrollment. If board members vote to approve the proposal, some students would be left to make a long ride to a new school. News 12's Rebecca McGann was at a public hearing tonight and has what the community thinks of the proposal.
Bertie County Schools held a public hearing today at Allander Elementary about whether or not they would permanently close the school in the 2024-2025 school year, and the majority of the community members that spoke were overwhelmingly against it. Less than 100 students attend Allander Elementary School on NC 305, and that's why Bertie County School Board of Education is considering shutting the doors permanently.
Enrollment has gone down because of most people here now are retired, and the younger students, when they leave and go to college, they don't come back. So we just don't have the amount of children and students that we've had in the past, and it's steadily declining.
Another problem is the school building itself. It was built for more than 300 students, and district officials say it needs more than $200,000 in repairs and upgrades.
It kind of comes down to dollars and cents. When you have a population that's under 100, the state won't fund the principal. So if we continue to keep the school open, that means local funds will have to pick it up.
In a public hearing Monday night, residents and community leaders of Allander voiced their concerns about closing the school, saying students would lose one-on-one learning and that it could be detrimental to the town itself.
When schools close, communities die. We don't want to lose the children. We don't want to lose the citizens.
If board members vote to close Allander Elementary, students would have a 20-minute ride to West Bertie Elementary, something longtime resident Bobby Parker doesn't want to see happen.
You never want to lose the heart of your community, and that's what we're asking tonight. Don't take away the heart of our community.
Now, the final decision hasn't been made yet on whether or not the school will close, but if that is the decision that the board comes to, then they said that they will act quickly so that they can plan for the upcoming school year. In Bertie County, Rebecca McGann, News 12.
Yeah, this is my insulin pump. I've been on an insulin pump since I was 2 years old, about 21 years now. But this pump, while it's awesome and technology has come a really long way since then, I still have to think about in the back of my mind how much insulin I'm getting, how many carbs I'm eating, and it's always just kind of back there thinking about it on my day-to-day. But this new technology, the iLet Bionic Pancreas, that could change that. Yesterday, I started reaching out to the OCS Central Office for clarification as to some of the issues that were raised during the board meeting on Tuesday. Today, I heard back from them, and I also got to hear from two of the board members who have started raising red flags. Now, I had a long conversation with Angie and Lewis earlier this afternoon, and if you want to see the full interview, we'll have the link on our website, WCTI12.com.
Yeah, Project Lifesaver is a national organization that is partnering with local agencies across the country to better assist people that are more likely to wander away from home. These could be elderly people with Alzheimer's, dementia, children with severe autism, and people with traumatic brain injuries. As a quick reminder, in early October, New Bern High School forfeited its state football title due to having ineligible players. Now, this prompted former principal Jerry Simmons to speak up and confirm he had been changing grades. I've been researching the statutes and policies that are currently in place since then. Now, today, the North Carolina State Board of Education held a meeting in Greenville. I went there to see if we could find some clarity to the state statutes governing the changing of grades. My questions were referred to the board's legal counsel. So I turned to the legislature and Representative Steve Tyson, who has been looking into the issue. Yeah, the New Bern Police Department is set to hold a meeting in Duffy Field on Thursday to hear from the residents in the area
and have them ask questions and just hear some of the concerns about what the ShotSpotter technology is. Now, I did just speak with Jamal Wallace a few moments ago, and he is still withholding whether or not he fully supports the ShotSpotter technology in the Duffyfield area. He wants to wait until after that meeting on Thursday to kind of get more information. And if you're like Jamala and you want that information, have more questions for police and for the people that are in charge of ShotSpotter, head to that meeting on Thursday. It is at the Omega Center in Duffyfield. That's 800 Cedar Street at 6 p.m.
First tonight, 3 people are dead in the small Craven County town of Bridgeton. Craven County Sheriff's Office Major David McFadden says it happened Friday at 1465 B Street. He says a man and woman were found in the kitchen dead from gunshot wounds. Law enforcement then found another man in the garage with a gunshot wound to the head. That man was taken to Carolina East Medical Center, where he later died from his injuries. We spoke with one community member at the scene who says the violence is a shock to the town. And in Beaufort County, a holiday train show for all locomotive enthusiasts. News 12 stopped by the Toy Trains of Belhaven this weekend to see what this year's model train layout has to offer. This year, they continue to expand the train town with additional buildings displaying names of real businesses in Belhaven. Many of the trains running on the layout when we stopped by were models of what you would have seen under the Christmas trees in the late 1920s through the early 1940s. Visitors are encouraged to push the over 30 buttons on the edge of the platform to see the different accessories operate. Now, this is the 12th year for this Beaufort County tradition. Toy Trains of Belhaven will be open Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays during December, as well as Christmas Monday afternoon. Vice President Kamala Harris announced new funding for climate action on Saturday at the COP28 summit in Dubai. Harris said the U.S. would pledge another $3 billion to the Green Climate Fund, the main finance vehicle to help developing nations adapt to the climate crisis and cut fossil fuel pollution. Rob Kirkpatrick has the latest, as well as why the United States faced criticism earlier in the week from climate advocacy groups. Luke, I haven't seen you at any parades yet. Are you going to any?
I'm going to one tomorrow.
Tomorrow? All right. Nice. Well, I was at the one in New Bern. Those are really awesome. We've got more news for you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Stay tuned. We'll see you at ABC.